welcome back to Chief Made. I'm going to show how to get into the menu. I'm just going to do it. So, get you a pad and a pen. Write down any settings that you want to write down factory, because you may have to change them back. So you need to write them down before you change anything. Go down color and turn it on. It says test. Let go. You see it changes frequency. Don't worry about none of that. So you have a test frequency on channel 1 at 24/730. These are just the 3 settings for testing various things from the factory: low, medium, and high. Okay. Your VCO frequency, you can key up and set with a frequency counter. Make sure you use a scope and counter. If you don't have any of this stuff right here, the frequency counter and the scope or meters, don't touch anything. But you can set your frequency counter right there on the menu. If it's off frequency, this one was dead on. It was dead on AM and sideband. But that's how you do it. You hold the key up. Let me plug this thing into something. But you plug it in, you key up, you get a number, and you adjust up or down. And right now, when I key up, if I had the frequency counter on, it would show you frequency I was on. Okay. It hadn't heated up, but I'll show you what it does. This see it's not heated up good yet, but it's dead on 27,205. Okay, but that's what it does. It shows you the frequency it's on. When your frequency counter is ready and adjusted, then you can adjust your frequency up or down like that. All right, it's your BFO and your VCO. Okay, it's done. Do the same thing. You're just gonna have to take my word for it that it's on. I've already checked it. Okay, so it's cold. Everything's cold right now. And you would adjust down or up while keying up with the number that's there. The number that's there, you would move it. This knob, see it's at 52, so you'd want to write that down. BFO frequency 052. And if you adjust up or down, it would change. Okay, and you would use a counter and use it that way to adjust. Okay. I do like how when you move the mic gain now, it does show you a rating for it. And also on your fine, your clarifier, it moves also. It shows you a reading. All right, so there's that's the frequency. All right, I have no idea what those 3 are. But you see, it gives you that frequency, so I don't mess with those. So FM power high. When you key up, make sure you write these down. When you key up, it gives you a number. Write it down, and then if you adjust your FM power on high to whatever you want to adjust it to, using this to set it. Okay. And it's your low FM power, same thing. Don't mess with anything that says this right here. Don't mess with it. It's your FM modulation. The tone, when you're actually using an O scope, that tone right there, you key up and it gives you a tone on your scope. That's pretty cool, internally built. That's your CTC board and all. Your AM high power is the same thing. It gives you your AM high power. Okay. It gives you your AM low power, where you can set it wherever you need to set it. Don't mess with that. Your modulation for low power, which is the one you have to go in and set to get the thing to swing a little bit on low power, to give it a little swing. Okay, you call that a nugget. That's your modulation on high. It's good. It was pretty much dead on good from the factory. I left it alone. Your AM tone, again with an O scope, you've got it on that. You key up, it gives you a tone right through the scope, which is awesome. If the scope is on, you can see that. Okay. To check your clean signal, right? To make sure you get a good sine wave. Power high and low. UL power high and low. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I didn't mess with it. Your upper sideband PA, lower sideband PA. The upper sideband power low. You can adjust those. Your bandpass filter for upper sideband, lower sideband, I didn't mess with that. Your upper side and lower side tones, again used with the scope. Your receive bandpass filter, didn't mess with that, or the TX bandpass filter. They show zeros. I didn't mess with those. Squelch high. Your audio frequency squelch high and low. Your auto squelch where it's set. Your auto squelch off. Don't mess with these. These are your receive sensitivities in some shape, form, or fashion. Do not adjust any of these, or it will mess up. There's an RF gain. I left it where it was. I didn't mess with any of the stuff that, there's your battery. This is how you adjust your battery voltage. If your battery source is, let's say it's 13.8. In my case right now it's 14.4, 14.5. I left it alone, but you would just key up and adjust to set it to whatever your voltage is putting out, to align it with whatever. If it's putting out 13.8, you would adjust it down to 13.8 if it's off a little bit, to have your reference voltage there. But that's how you would do that. That's what that's for. Alright, and then it goes into the color screens, back to there, and back to the first option, channel 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's kind of a brief overview of the menu function. You get through with your settings. You can test a lot in there, your power and everything with the right meters. You need a scope, you need a frequency counter, and the signal generator for the receive stuff. But I'm just telling you, this is you do this at your own risk. All right, you're grown. If you buy the radio, you fool with it. If you don't know what you're doing, I would not do it at all. So just a word of advice, but I was going to show it. So there it is, the menu for the Stryker version 2, 955, hold color, power on, and it gives you the menu. Turn it off, turn it back on, and you're right back to regular radio. All right, 7-3, God bless.